Pause the podcast you're listening to right now and subscribe to Ghost Town.
Ghost Town is me, Rebecca Lieb.
And me, Jason Horton.
And we explore all kinds of weird history,
true crime,
hauntings,
paranormal events, and more.
We cover the Slender Man stabbing, Tesla's death ray, the D.B. Cooper copycat, the cheerleader murder plot,
Heaven's Gate, the Lars Midtank mystery, and Tuesday's Child, Ellie's first satanic magazine, just to name a few.
You can find Ghost Town on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
In 2002, the Vatican traveled back in time. Literally. I'm Jason Horton, and this is Strange Year. 2002 saw the birth of American Idol and the Department of Homeland Security. However, a book about the Vatican's time travel device made 2002 a strange year. The Chronovisor, February 2002. Father Francois Brun's 2002 book, Les Nouveaux Mysteries du Vatican, the Vatican's New Mystery, brought forgotten time travel device, the Chronovisor, back into public consciousness. The Chronovisor enables its user to observe future as well as past events. Some believe it's a crucial tool that has allowed the Vatican to preserve its influence and power throughout the years. The Chronovisor is a relatively small object that is equipped with a number of antennas, alloys, tubes, dials, and levers. Father Pellegrino Ernetti claimed to have developed the Chronovisor during the 1950s with 12 famed scientists who, except for Enrico Fermi and Werner von Braun, wished to be anonymous, and consisted of numerous antennae, 3 composed of mysterious metals which receive light and sound signals on every wavelength, a direction finder for tuning into a particular time and place, a screen, and a recording device. Ernetti described how, crowded around their invention, the Time team watched speeches by Mussolini and Napoleon and scenes from ancient Rome, including a performance of Thyestes, a lost play by Quintus Ennius, one of Rome's most important authors. Although nobody saw the Chronovisor itself, Ernetti did provide evidence of these televisual travels, for example, publishing fragments of Thyestes in Latin. Also, there is a Chronovisor image of the crucified Christ. The team had viewed his last days in their entirety, from the Last Supper to his final agonizing moments, and had retained the photo as a powerful souvenir. Francois Brun, who learned of the device in the early 1960s, swears the Chronovisor exists. A day after he met scientist priest Father Pellegrino Ernetti for the first time, the two were sailing along the Grand Canal of Venice, discussing biblical interpretations, when Ernetti explained that theories and interpretations were necessary when one could see the truth for himself. He explained to Brun how the Chronovisor functioned, allowing the viewer to both see and hear events of the past and future. Ernetti never provided a detailed explanation onto how time travel device was fashioned or how it worked, except to mysteriously claim that it ran by processing residual electromagnetic radiation left over by numerous processes. On May 2, 1972, an Italian newspaper published an article with the headline, "A machine that photographs the past has finally been invented." Ernetti said that he had observed Christ's crucifixion and photographed it as well. However, another magazine revealed that that image was just a reverse image of a postcard of Christ. The Chronovisor, if it actually did exist, could never be studied or replicated, as Ernetti claimed to have dismantled it to keep it safe from the hands of evil. That said, many believe the Chronovisor still exists, safely hidden away in the walls of the Vatican, remaining one of its best-kept secrets. Before Father Ernetti died in April 1994, he wrote a letter in which he insisted that the device was real and not a hoax. However, the myth and legend lives on in the minds and hearts of conspiracy theorists everywhere. I want to thank Gaia.com, AncientCode.com, and The Guardian. Please rate and review 5 stars wherever you're listening. It really helps. And if you'd like to send me a message, you can do so on Instagram at StrangeYearPod. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back next week for another episode of Strange Year. Pause the podcast you're listening to right now and subscribe to Ghost Town.
Ghost Town is me, Rebecca Lieb.
And me, Jason Horton.
and we explore all kinds of weird history,
true crime,
hauntings,
paranormal events, and more.
We cover the Slender Man stabbing, Tesla's death ray, the D.B. Cooper copycat, the cheerleader murder plot,
Heaven's Gate, the Lars Midtank mystery, and Tuesday's Child, Ellie's first satanic magazine, just to name a few.
You can find Ghost Town on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Leftovers. Or the DMV.
Number 97.
Or house cleaning. Or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.